Hi, welcome to the world of Predictive Numerology. My name is Dr. Shastri, and last video I was telling you about door numbers, how to use door numbers for predictive purposes, how to tell a person whether his door number is okay or not, what all you can know about door numbers. These things we have learned in my last video. Today we are going to take up with the site numbers or the plot numbers, whatever you call it. Site or plot numbers. Each site or a plot will have a number. Based on the plot number, we can know how the construction will be or how the expenditure part of the construction will be, how the trouble or whether there will be trouble in the process of construction or whether there will be trouble in accumulation of money for the construction. All these things, even health of the inmates also can be known after completion. So these things are also can be known from the site numbers. Okay, basic important things what we want to know is whether the site number is good for construction. Second thing is whether there will be any problems during the part of construction work, whether there will be any financial difficulties to be faced while the construction work is going on, whether the constructor or a builder will give us problems or not, and how fast the construction will be completed and how the taste will be according to our taste, or it will be totally different because some people they will not have time to attend the construction part of it. Okay, these things can be known from the site numbers or plot numbers. 1. If you total the numbers, any numbers, 3 numbers, 4 numbers, whatever it is, maybe 150 or 109, this comes to 1. So this number tells us how the construction will be in future on that particular plot. First thing is site number 1. If at all a person goes and he has to look at the site or he starts bargaining about the site, the deal will be finished smoothly. Purchasing of site number 1 is very good. Second thing is the construction part of it. If you start constructing a house or a building or a complex, whatever it may be, on that particular plot number bearing number 1, the construction will be fast. It will get completed within 4 months. And there will be no problem with the builders. And even for the money part of it, the flow of money will be there. Systematically it will go. The house also will be constructed so well according to the owner's taste. And there will be no differences between the builders and the owners. The house will be well ventilated, well shaped, beautiful to look at. So here this is problem free, trouble free, builders are okay, everything will go in one line. So this is a very good number for a site. Number 2. Number 2 site. People who have number 2 site, of course single digit number 2, you may have 4 numbers or 5 numbers or 3 numbers, all added together you should get 2. If you got the 2 number site, the owner of the site has purchased it abruptly, suddenly, without any plan. One thing. There will be 4 members either to sign the papers or at the time of bargaining for the site or dealing the site, there will be 4 members and they decide over it. This is second thing. Third thing. Though the owner means the person who has purchased this 2 number site, though that person may not have much funds, but funds will flow for the construction. Even the construction part of it will not be delayed. It will start very fast. And during the process of constructions, he will not have any problem with the builders, but he will have problem with the finance. He will struggle a lot to accumulate money. Unnecessary expenditure is not seen, but accumulation of money is seen. The problems in money accumulation is seen. The house will be okay, the house will be very fast. Within 4 to 5 months, the house will be completed. Though the owner thinks of staying in that house because of his financial difficulties which he has faced at the time of construction, for 2 years he may not be able to stay in that place. Either he has to lease it out, rent it out, or whatever he has to do, and after that he is going to give an entry into that house in his own house. This is the nature of this 2, 3. Site number or plot number 3, total number, any number, 3, 4, 5 or whatever it is, so many numbers are there. If you bring it to one single digit and if the site number is 3, this is a problematic site. Even while purchasing the site, there will be a problem. Bargaining, there will be a problem. So many a times you feel like we don't want that site, but still that site comes and sits on your head. You have to purchase it. And these sites, they will have they will not be good in shape, or they will not have one particular shape. It will be a little diagonal. Usually the southeast direction, diagonally will be a little more. Extra piece of site. I'll just tell you how. For example, every site looks like this. This particular 3 number site will look like this, towards southeast. Such will be the state of the site for 3, and that's why it brings disturbances. Even at the time of constructions, there will be problems with the builders. Builders may change. Cost of construction also, it will not be as scheduled. It will just vary, it will go up a lot. These problems he has to face. And after completing the house will be very good. Completion is okay. It takes 5 months for completion. But still, the inmates will be frequently falling sick in that place for 1.5 years. Because the qualities of the site. Okay. 4. This is a very good site. 4. After a lot of bargaining, that site has been purchased. The owner is very calculative. He systematically plans for the construction. He very carefully selects the builders. The builder also will be very good persons who come to this particular site for construction. There will be no wastages during the time of constructions, and the house will come into a rectangle shape, well arranged, neatly designed. They give more concentration for their prayer hall or puja room or something like that, especially for money keeping places, maybe a wardrobe, something like that. Everything will be beautiful. They will enjoy their stay. They construct a house, and house also will be finished within 6 months, and it will be fine. No troubles, no sicknesses, and they will see their development in their profession or business after staying in that house. That one thing is there in number 4. 5. 5 is the best plot. This 5, the site or the plot, will be in the middle. You can see one side of plot besides either side. It will be in the middle. And on this side, it will have a 3-bedroom house. The owner of this site will definitely construct a 3-bedroom house. If it is not a 3-bedroom house, it will be 3-floored house. That is the design for 5. Very diplomatically the owner handles the workers and the builders, and they also economically they spend the money and they get the work done very neatly. Everything will be as planned and as clearly, they'll give a very good style for that house, a very good design for that house. Things will go very smoothly. Within 3 months, it will be completed. Very good for occupation. And as soon as the owner occupies that place, he will see development in his children's lives. Okay. One more thing I forgot to say here. This 2 number. If at all 2 number site, their they are interested in building a duplex house. Duplex house. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. You can note it down. 6. This is a beautiful house. But the owner will have money to buy the house. He will pay more for that site or plot. And also, while constructing, he will change the builders at one place, at one point. And the builders also, or the construction part also, will be altered now and then, here and there inside the house. They'll just pull over a wall, construct a new one, and wardrobe changes. Or something or the other will be happening inside this 6th house. So, the cost part of it will be increased. What they have an estimation, that will go beyond expectations. That one thing will happen in this 6th number. But the house is going to come out very beautifully. And it will be a very fantastic house. Again, there is chances of duplex house here. And these people, after entering into the house, the inmate or the owner, he will shine and develop very well. That is the luck for this particular house. Now let's go for 7. 7 is a problematic plot. 7 is a problematic site or plot, whatever we call it. There will be very big delay in purchasing the plot itself. A lot of problems inside the papers also. Even the papers of the plot will have some corrections to be done, and that takes a lot of process for getting it registered into the owner's name, in the owner's name. And the house also, constructing the house also, builder's problem. These people will have money, but construction will be a problematic one. Delay in construction. Process will be delayed. They may come up to lintel level, again stop for a few months or a few weeks, then again it will continue. That process will be going on for people who have this 7 numbers. If it is an apartment, it's a different scene. The scenario is different. But for a site, but for a plot I am talking about. Right? Apartment is only one piece in the middle. But here, from the ground level, where the energy level starts. So 7, though they try to give a very good design, a very good designing for the house, architecture will be very good enough, but still at the time of completion, they'll be having little problems. The builder will change here and there and make his own designs. So that will keep him unsatisfied. But they'll be okay with that, because these people are not bothered about how they are bothered about their lifestyle. They will have a royal life in that house. That is not a problem. 8. 8 is again a problematic house. These people will purchase the site very fast. Though they don't have any money in their pockets, for the site, for the plot, money will flow in automatically. Even for the construction part of it, money will flow in. But there will be a lot of alterations, lot of internal changes while constructing the house. Even change of builders or these things also may happen. Especially after constructing the house, after the beginning of the constructing of the house in this plot number 8, the women folk or the people at home, the women, the children, girls, they will have health problems. Even after coming here into this house, for a few years, they will suffer from problems. After that, they are going to develop. And 7 number will be completed within 4 months. 8 number takes 5 months to get completed. The last one, 9. 9 is a very good place. It will be the dead end of the plots. One of the last plot. You will have 2 roads on both the sides, or it will be the last dead end plot. And there, it will be very good. People are very calculative in spending for that plot. Even the construction part of it, they will try to manage and do it very economically. And as soon as that house is completed, when once the owner enters into the house, he has to attend a marriage or he has to conduct a marriage. Anything auspicious will happen immediately after entering into that house. That is the beauty of 9. So 9 is very spiritual. The people in the inmates in that house who are going to live there are very spiritual. A lot of spiritual ceremonies will take place. Everything will be according to the plans. So this is about site numbers. Any doubts, any comments, you can put on the comments column. Okay, so I'll meet you again with some more information on predictive numerology. Till then, bye.